What's going on, guys? Anakin back again for a brand new series on my channel. I said it before in my MCU, I think it was my ranking video, but next one is going to be Harry Potter. And now, instead of doing this bi-weekly, I think I'm gonna do this since I'm starting in like July, because I just really couldn't wait to like just dive deep into these movies again, because over the past few months, like I've been rewatching them and just rediscovering like how much I love them from when I was a kid, from when I read the books, and then to like now where the first trailer for the next Fantastic Beasts movie really got me in like the Harry Potter feels, and I really wanted to go back to the world of Hogwarts, really go back to the Wizarding world of Harry Potter. And obviously we are going to start off with the Sorcerer's Stone. I remember this book being one of the very few books that I remember like first time reading, because I remember I read books, but this is the book that everyone was saying that like, have you read Harry Potter? Have you read Harry Potter? Because when I went to school, it was like a point system for your reading grades, so you have to read certain types of books, and some had more points, some had less points, and some had a higher grade level, some didn't. But either way, I would have to read these books and they would give me points to get to another goal. But the Harry Potter books were always like a bunch of points. So the more of the Harry Potter books I read, the more like higher my grade went. Like, so either way, like I wanted to read it just for the points, but little did I know how much of an impact this franchise really have on me, because seriously, there's a lot of franchises out there. I think this is the modern day best depiction of what a sci-fi, well, just a fantasy family movie should be, because this movie, The Sorcerer's Stone, and the book as well, are so endearing, so heartfelt, so just awesome, because you have all the fantastical elements, but this movie did something amazing, which was it took real child actors and they put them in a really tough spot of, you guys are the focus of the movie. It's not any of the other ones, like any other supporting adult characters. It's just you. And these three kids, Rupert Grint, Daniel Radcliffe, and Emma Watson, were absolutely amazing in this first movie. I love how snippy, and I love how just like the sass that comes with Hermione. I love the humor and like the witty, like dumb, like kind of just dumb, like way that Ron carries himself, and like his love for eating, and just the courageous and like the hero in Harry, and just the awe of seeing the magical world for the first time. Because at the same time that we're seeing all this for the first time, as we're seeing like wands, as we're seeing magic, as we're seeing like all this other stuff that is just open to us and showed to us as magic, and we're seeing it right through Harry's eyes, and I love it so much. I think as a first movie and as a first book, this entire series had all of this movie writing on it, because it set up everything else. It set up Voldemort, it set up just the world building that is Harry Potter, and I love it. This is seriously one of the very few worlds that I feel like is on my bucket list if I would ever be able to go to and see it in real life. Because you want to live in Harry Potter, you want to live and you want to walk around in Diagon Alley, you want to live and you want to go to Hogwarts. Like, there's just such an amazing fantasy, like, just feeling it when you watch these movies, especially some of the earlier ones, but it's just like pure fun, and it's just a lot of like fun and kids. It's so awesome. I think one of the best parts of this movie is not only acting, but for the time, the way magic is portrayed, because a lot of times before this movie came out, like magic is just like, well, like abracadabra, moving with your hands, but they brought in like back to wands and stuff, and brooms, and using Quidditch. Like, I love it, and just the way they display it, like whether it's like putting a little pigtail on somebody, like, or Wingardium Leviosa, like, so great. I love the use of magic and how they allow it flow for the story. And another thing that I really love is that the way that the plot just seamlessly goes through, because it has a really nice setup flow of just, you get to meet all these characters, you get to meet everybody in here, but you also get to see the world that's coming around us, and the big dark plot. You get teases of Voldemort, you get to see half of his face at the end on the back of another person's face, but you get to see that, and you get to understand a little bit of what the mystery is between him and Harry, and like Harry's still trying to figure out why does everyone know his name, because he's a boy who lived. And I really think out of all the Harry Potter movies, I think this one is the funnest, and it is definitely, like, for lack of a better term, just cutest of all of them, because like you get to like see, and just brings a smile to your face, because like you see all of these characters that you love, whether it's Dumbledore, Harry, Snape, all of these characters that are so endearing and so just mesmerizing. I think one of my favorite characters in this movie is Snape, because he is so just evil, maniacal, but yet if you watch all of it back with the previous knowledge of the other movies, it makes it so much better. And I think that for this movie, building the world it did and having all of the amazing effects that it did for the time being, I think this movie came out in like 99, I think. But either way, this movie is just a visual effects triumph. It is a fantasy film triumph, and I definitely believe that it holds up so much to the book. And I remember reading these books. I read all these books before I even watched any of the movies, and as a fan, I was so satisfied, because I think knowing the knowledge of everything, and even the stuff they did put in the movie, because it's cut for time, I think this movie flows really well. I think this is one of the better structured Harry Potter movies, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you have not seen Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, maybe it's because, like, maybe Harry Potter isn't just for you, that's okay, but if you haven't and you are open to it, I would please treat yourself and give Harry Potter a shot, because Harry Potter is one of the greatest franchises of all time, and just like for the story and everything, and it's only a couple movies compared to like the 18-20 long movie span with the MCU. So thank you so much for watching. The way this series is going to go is I'm going to have a few. So there's going to be about a few every single couple weeks. So when you think about it, there's about 9 in total right now. I'm not counting the new ones. So starting this in July, so every couple weeks you'll get another Harry Potter review from me, and the next one will be obviously Chamber of Secrets, and it's all going to be leading up to the Crimes of Grindelwald. Yeah, that's the title. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.